out to take a picture.
The hell? Where's my bat? I just put it down. Guess I left it in the dugout.
Buddy, you alright? That was just it right there.
Hey, you alright? Hey, you alright? Oh God. Hey, you good? Hi. We have a man down at Westhill High School, right near the baseball field. Yeah. All right, thank you. Hey, you good?
No.
Yes, this is Officer Larry on the scene. What's this we have here? Cross. Evidence. Suspect. The victim is not breathing.
Yep, this is Officer Jenny on the scene. We got a 1028. Victim has blunt force trauma to the head.
Presumed dead on the scene. Let's assess the victim. It's a bloody one. There's a gash on the back of his neck that, if I measure with my hand, measures almost the same size as the baseball bat.
And there was a cross left at the scene, so that could be the killer's signature.
Presuming that the killer murdered the victim,
She may be Christian too. Cross.
may be Christian,
Maybe.
and the victim was left right outside of a baseball field.
Hatred for baseball players, maybe?
Maybe. What could the killer's weapon be?
Baseball bat? I mean, if you look at the blunt force trauma to the head, the way the wound is shaped.
That's what it could be. A Christian woman who hates baseball players.
That's the profile of the killer. And we
Yes.
have its signature.
So
So
we were
now-
looking for a lady who carries a baseball bat
Mid-30s maybe.
in 30s.
Probably has kids if she's around a high school, baseball field.
Probably wears a black shirt. Maybe.
Probably.
Because the black on the cross
Cross.
represents.
And she may have baseball players as kids maybe. I don't know.
Let's
How
go
would she know?
find her. So, Officer Jennifer, let's start to give this killer a profile.
Mhm.
Where was the victim found and presumed dead?
West Hill baseball field.
So, we can conclude and assume that the killer will come back one day and kill another baseball player. So, we know she uses a bat to kill her victims, and she hit the guy pretty hard, so she must be in
It was a sneak attack too.
it was a
Straight
sneak attack right to the head.
right to the head.
Kid didn't even see it.
Didn't even see it coming.
Poor kid. So, what age do you think this lady is?
Probably mid-30s. Probably has kids too. If she's around the high school,
She's got to be in decent shape, right?
decent
Hit someone
shape.
that hard,
You know, chase them too.
taste them too. Let's go stake out and get this killer again. We will get in our car and we will wait for her. We're gonna stay here and wait for the killer to strike again.
Put your hands up. Drop the weapon.
You are under arrest. Get your hands behind your back, woman. Time to go to jail. Got her, Jenny.
Yeah, bring the suspect in. Sit her down.
Hands up. Something startled you?
No.
Okay, good. Got a few questions for you, woman. Where were you today?
Don't worry about it.
We caught you in the baseball field. Like this.
What if I was just playing baseball?
You playing
Wow.
baseball.
Is there blood on it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know a young man by the name of Johnny Lulu?
No.
See what's so funny? Do you?
No, I don't see anything at all. I just see a dirty killer in front of me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't?
Do you recognize this man?
Nope, never seen him.
Are you sure?
Yep,
Positive.
positive.
Huh. How many chains do you have?
One.
You sure about that?
Look at that on her neck.
Oh.
That's pretty. Where'd
That
you
looks
get it?
exactly the same.
Yeah.
I go to church.
From the
Is
guy
there a
we
problem
killed.
with that?
Church.
The guy that was killed had that same exact one
Same
on.
thing.
Oh, really? Well, yeah.
Same.
So
I
we
go
found
to
you with
church,
a bat
so
with blood on it.
I don't know how that makes sense, but
Maybe we should process Johnny Lulu's blood and the blood on here.
maybe you should then.
Shall we? So let's process this blood with our new processor. We will put the bat with the blood on it in here. And we will also put Johnny Lulu's blood right in here.
Wow.
Let's get the results.
Look at that. Would you believe that?
The same match.
Same thing.
Let's go get her. She's going right
Put
to
her
the
in
trench.
cuffs. You gotta arrest her, right?
Go to the cuffs.
Go get her.
So,
What else?
tell us the truth. We give you less time. In the
I
slammer.
killed
In the slammer.
Give you a deal. We can do it right now. Just
I
gotta
didn't
be
know.
honest with us. We'll be a little lenient. Give you less time.
Was the blood on the bat the same as Johnny Luhu's?
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure?
No, I'm sure.
Let me go get the
Get the
results
lab
for you.
results.
As you can see here, it says positive.
So, it was
It
a
was a
match.
match. Therefore,
You
are the killer. Let's go. In cuffs. Get up.
I guess
Get up.
Hey,
behind your
hey, 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 hands behind your back.
Up. You're going to jail.
Put this filthy killer away.
You're going straight to the slammer, kid.
Right to the slammer.
So a signature is a way of a criminal revealing their psychological or emotional needs, while an MO is actually the way they commit the crime. And crime scenes can reveal a lot about a person's personality or preferences, and they're actually, if they were socially immature or they had a real plan involved and were intelligent and did something the same every time. So a killer's signature is basically just an imprint and can be left with an object or written with something in the ground or just a message. It could be really anything. And it's basically just a personal stamp that reveals, it could be a fantasy-driven ritual or based on compulsions. So obviously in our video, our signature was the cross, and it can lead you to find out other things about a criminal, or it can lead you to profile them easier. And in real life, most criminals don't actually leave a signature because they don't want to get caught. And so a lot of what we have seen in crime fiction usually shows that, and that's because it's easier for the audience to understand it, or it's easier for investigators to find a criminal. But in real life, that's not really how it is. But 86% of serial killers do usually have a signature, but it's usually degraded by the time the police are able to actually look at it. And if they do have it, it's not going to be as cut and dry. It's just a cross.
Okay, so criminal profiling is basically when the crimes are linked together, and with these crimes and the way they're committed, they figure out the killer's personality or like lifestyle and like all that stuff. Like it basically determines and shows what the killer's lifestyle is, and predicts how they are as a person. So, like, I could kill her right here, right then. And let's say I steal, like, her necklace, but I also write, like, on her forehead, I hate women. Then you could see, like, that killer has clearly, like, a troubled past with, like, women, or, like, clearly a hatred with them. So there could be problems with his mother, problem with, like, any women in his life. So, like, that's why he wrote I hate women as he killed her. So, like, that could show, like, that he has trouble with women. And that's kind of how people build a profile. Alright, so there's 3 phases of criminal profiling. And it's investigation, apprehension, and prosecution.
So in the investigation, profiling is used to develop strategies to apprehend the unknown criminal and to assess the likelihood of escalation in the perpetrator's crime.
And so for the apprehension part, which is the second phase, it's basically used to predict where to look for an unknown serial killer and determine what info should be included in a search warrant. And he/she may react upon apprehension, meaning the killer.
So in the prosecution phase, the criminal profilers act as experts in court to link crimes based on forensic evidence and to connect a alleged perpetrator to a series of crimes.